In terms of the job market, I'm showing you the stats in Canada. This is not up to date. It's kind of hard to keep up with the job market. So sometimes you'll find more data engineer jobs in the job market, and sometimes more data scientists. In general, I think you'll find more data analyst jobs. But this is like when I did the search a while ago. It happened to have more data engineering jobs. In terms of the distribution, definitely like Ontario, British Columbia, like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal are the three biggest market for data engineers. And I think 60 to 70% of data engineer jobs are actually in Ontario. And the job demand in the US, and as you can see, data engineers is on par with data analysts and data scientists. The demand is really good. And you'll find more opportunities in California, Virginia, and Texas. By the time I did my search, there are more jobs in New York, but I'm pretty sure it's not nowadays. It's all scattered around different cities because we're all doing work remotely as well. In terms of salary, for junior data engineers in Canada, it's around 85,000. But again, the number is quoted from Glassdoor, which means it's outdated, right? Because Glassdoor has, let's say, 5,000 people or data engineers leaving, sharing their salary information. So it means that that's the statistics collected in the past 5 years. So it's not really fresh. For the people I've talked to, hiring managers, or the students in this program who got, hired, I can tell that in Canada, junior data engineers can be paid more. We have a lot of students getting paid like around 90K. And more experienced students, they will get paid well over 100,000 Canadian dollar, even if it's the first data engineer jobs. So it's pretty promising. And on the high end, it's around 120, but I would say senior data engineers in Canada can be paid around 150,000. So again, this is Glassdoor. And so it shows like 100,000, but it's quite a bit lower than what the market reality is. So I would say senior data engineers can be paid 150, 200,000. So definitely very promising. In the US, as you can see, it's quite a bit higher. It's 150, but it really depends on the kind of companies you're joining. Because if you work for the tech company, then the total compensation, and there are many different factors. The base salary might be 150K, but you end up getting paid 250 or even 300,000. Really depends on the company you're joining. But our students in the United States, their average base salary is around $140,000 right now, US dollar, which is pretty awesome. And a lot of these students actually, honestly, they come from like data science background or some other engineering background already. So it's partly because of their past, base salary as well. But I think data engineering being very hot right now in the market is definitely a big contributor to that.